putting less gunk in the air is better for everyone, and therefore we should put less gunk in the air. That was said by news commentator Bill O'Reilly when discussing climate change with Bill Maher many years ago. So if you believe in human global warming, then we should put less gunk in the air. And if you don't believe in human global warming, then we should still put less gunk in the air. Makes sense. In 2006, Al Gore created this documentary, An Inconvenient Truth, where he had a hockey stick graph, which basically said for the last hundreds or thousands of years, the global temperature has remained about the same, and in the last 30 years, spiked up like this. And that if we didn't do anything immediately, then the oceans were going to boil over and everyone was going to die. And then we had this big global warming movement. So what can we do to put less gunk in the air? Well, burning natural gas instead of coal put a lot less gunk in the air because natural gas burns cleaner than coal. The nuclear power plants that were built in the 50s and 60s put a lot less gunk in the air. And speaking of which, when this big global warming movement came out, they were against nuclear power, which was really strange when you think about it. It made you wonder if this was really about doing anything to prevent more gunk from being in the air. In fact, a lot of activists rallied to shut down nuclear power here in the United States and especially in Germany, which means burning more coal, natural gas, putting more gunk in the air. But let's go back to Al Gore's prediction and the idea that if we don't do something immediately, everybody's going to die. Something that's been really indoctrinated with young people to the point where it's given them anxiety. So something happened recently where we put a lot less gunk in the air, and that was the COVID epidemic, because a lot of people who just spend all day at work, just spend work sitting on their ass in front of a computer all day, got to work from home because of the pandemic. And because they were working from home, that put a lot less gunk in the air because they're not driving to and from work, less cars on the road, less getting gas, less oil changes, getting your tires replaced. So that greatly reduced the amount of CO2 emissions. And companies promised, hey, we're going to be part of this global warming thing. We're going to be responsible. We're going to care about the environment. But early last year, at least for me and for many people, it was back in the office. Maybe back in the office 3 days a week or 4 days a week or 5 days a week. We need everybody back in the office. Like the corporations believe, well, if we don't cut emissions, everybody's going to die. But you know what? We really want our employees on Zoom meetings at work rather than home. So, we're just going to forget about all of humanity, because it's really important that those Zoom meetings be held in the freaking office. Okay. And now we got AI, with every company embracing AI because they feel if they don't embrace AI, then they're going to go out of business because of other companies that are embracing AI. So everybody's embracing AI, and forget about the college graduates, internships, getting them jobs, doing research and data analysis. We're just going to have that all done by AI. So forget about the new generation coming into work. Just everything's AI, and AI takes a tremendous amount of power, produces a tremendous amount of heat, and once again, nobody's talking about it. Nobody cares. Everybody back in the office, driving, making those emissions. Everybody embracing AI. Takes up a lot of power, produces a lot of heat, and nobody cares. So we went from hysteria to apathy. Anyway, that's what I saw. That's what I'm seeing. If you see the same thing or see something different, please express your views down below. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. And until next time.